Hi everyone, it's Natalie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my Asian Readathon TBR, or basically my May TBR. The Asian Readathon lasts all throughout May, and basically the whole concept of it is to read books by Asian authors or with Asian characters all throughout the month. The first prompt for this readathon is read any book by an Asian author. For this prompt, I'm going with Ignite the Stars by Maura Milan. In this book, we're basically following a teenage outlaw. I'm not entirely sure what she's doing, but she's on the run, but she gets captured. And when she's in captivity, the government, they decide, oh, she can be useful. But she doesn't want to be useful, obviously, because she didn't want to be captured in the first place, so she's trying to escape her captivity. Apart from that, I don't really know anything about this. Actually, I read the summary right now just so that I could be able to share something with you all. That's what I'm going to be doing with the majority of the books on this TBR, because otherwise I would just be showing you books and saying, I don't know what this is about, because I don't know what most of these books are about. I just bought them because yes. So this one I was just like, I think I'm in the mood for some sci-fi, so might as well add this to my TBR. The second prompt is read a book by an Asian author or with an Asian character you can relate to. For this prompt, I'm going with We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. If I'm butchering her name, I'm sorry. In this book, we're following two main characters. Our female main character has to dress up as a man in order to hunt for food for her people, and they know her as the Hunter. Our second main character is the son of the Sultan, I believe, and their paths intersect because the hunter is looking for a magical artifact that the son of the Sultan is also looking for. And so their paths will cross, and of course, the son of the Sultan also has to kill her. So I'm guessing this might be like a hate to love romance. I'm not sure, because I've also heard that possibly it's queer, I think. But I picked this for this prompt because the author is female, I'm a woman, so that's the thing I can relate to. And if it turns out to be queer, then that will be another facet. But if it's not queer, then I can just go with the author is a woman, I'm a woman. That's the similarities right there. The third prompt is read a book by an Asian author or with an Asian character who is different from you. For this prompt, I'm going with The Widows of Malabar Hill by Sujata Maizi. In this book, we're following a woman who's a lawyer, and she gets this case which she considers as suspicious because it's about the death of a man who left 3 widows, and these 3 widows have signed away their inheritance to a charity, and she's like, what's going on here? It's very strange that these women would give away this money when they have nothing else to sustain them. So what exactly is going on? As far as I know, that's what's going on in this one. Honestly, this is the book that for some reason I mistake this book with erotic stories for Punjabi women. Listen, tonally, those 2 books seem extremely different, like polar opposites. For some reason, I always get them mixed up, but this is the one I actually own, so it's the one I'm gonna try to pick up. As for what's different of this author from me between the characters or the author herself, I'm going very low-hanging fruit here. One, I'm not Indian, I'm not any kind of Asian, but the author is Indian. I'm not Indian, so can't relate to that. And as far as I know, the main character and the author are straight. Can't relate to that either, so that's what we're counting for something different from me. The fourth prompt is read a book recommended by an Asian. For this one, I'm going with Monstrous Volume 2 by Marjorie Liu. I have no idea how to describe this book because, sincerely, I read the first volume, I reread the first volume last year for the Asian Readathon, and I never continued with the series because I always have a problem with continuing the series for some reason. I enjoy it, but it's kind of like steampunk. The main character has like a monster living inside her, and it's like eating parts of her body, and she has like prosthetic limbs because of it. It's very strange, confusing. The world is very intricate, so it's a bit hard to follow. But I like the art style, so I should continue on with the series. Now, with this one, I'm stretching the truth a little bit here because I checked out some of the recommendation lists that Cindy, the creator of this readathon, I'm pretty sure she's the creator of the readathon, linked. but most of those lists didn't have anything that I already owned, so I just went with her master list that she has, and I'm considering that master list a recommendation, and in that one monsters appears, so that's why I'm counting this as a recommendation from an Asian. There's also a fifth prompt, which is to read the group book, which is Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng, but I'm not really planning on fulfilling that prompt. And anyway, it's an additional prompt. You don't really have to do it to like complete or succeed at the readathon, so that's kind of why I'm not going for it. But apart from those prompts, I really do want to pick up at least 2 extra books for this readathon, but if I don't get through them, that's fine because they're just extra. So the first extra book that I would like to get to is Jade City by Fonda Lee. This is a fantasy novel where Jade is very important. I think it has like magical qualities, and so people who have Jade like jewelry and stuff like that have enhanced abilities, but they're also at higher risk of being attacked and hurt by others in order to get that jade. I don't really know much else about it apart from that. I had tried to start it before, but I didn't get around to finishing it, so I want to restart it and hopefully get through the whole book. The second extra book I would love to get around to is Our Wayward Fate by Gloria Chow. This book I think is about an Asian girl who grows up in a rural town, and a new Asian student moves into her town and goes to her school, and it's about the friendship and maybe romance that develops between the two of them, but her mom doesn't really want to encourage that friendship, that relationship, so it's about whatever drama ensues after that. This one I want to pick it up because I read American Panda by Gloria Chow and I really enjoyed it, so I just wanted to try out her second novel. And she has another novel coming out soon, but I'm not sure exactly when, and I do want to pick that one up as well, but for now, just Our Wayward Fate. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I will leave linked down below in the description all the information you need if you want to join this readathon. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to follow me on any of my social media, I will leave the links to that down below in the description. But for now, see you next time.